Oh yeah, Randy's got a big P-lough. He's got a big plow. I'm sorry, that was poorly executed and just distasteful. What are you doing, guy? But you know he's gonna clean her up before she gets dirty again. Let's do it. This is episode 47 of European Farms. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here, and well, we're in November, kind of just doing some housekeeping stuff today, wrapping up, getting ready for the winter, and making sure everything is kind of just ready to go, more or less. All right, we got the gates opened up, and we're gonna hop into McCormick here. I think we might grab the cultivator. You know what? I am kind of tempted to just plow the fields. It's been a little while. So I think we might do just that. However, we're gonna grab our mulcher here. That way we can throw it on the Reno and get some help with that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, like a glove. There we go. So we will bring that over, and then we will probably go into town and lease a plow to get stuff done. But that'll give our friends some time with the mulcher here to continue on with that. It's been a little while since we've plowed our fields and done that, so it's probably time to just get that done and, you know, just make them look all nice. They're going to be sitting there over the winter ready for next season, so we may as well. And I think, you know, since it didn't really work out with the farm store and getting them to take on some of our product, like I said, I think we're just going to be doing it ourselves, but that is going to mean a little bit of a bigger development. And well, we pretty much own all of these fields surrounding us except for one of them that is just peeping over behind closest to the rock wall there. Previously it had cotton in it, but now that is all harvested, so I don't feel bad taking a hold of that field. We don't need the cotton. So I didn't really want to buy it beforehand, but now it should be more or less fair game to pick that up, and then it's probably not even going to stay as a field. It's going to get fully developed. What am I doing here? I took the mulcher way too far. I needed to drop that off in my ramblings, so we're going to head on back. And that's a goofball mistake right there. Thankfully, we're not too far away. Only reason we want to use the Reno with the mulcher and not the McCormick here, the McCormick has probably the most power out of all of our tractors, so I figured, hey, why not? Probably just easier to use this guy, gives us more options for plows and such. So the Reno is pretty much right here. I think we can just drop this down. We'll pull up right here and get the Reno fired up and going. She's looking good parked up here, I must say. Oh yeah. Alright, if we're sneaky, we could just cut your corner a little bit right there, and we're on to this field. And this is a good one, I think, to get them started off on. It's fairly large, so it should take a little bit of time. Alright, they're off, creating a dust storm. But that is all good. So now we can hop back into McCormick and, you know, go into town like we were going to. But yeah, this is the field we were talking about in question here. All the cotton is gone, and I think we'll end up transforming the landscape a fair bit over the winter months here. That's why it'll be nice to get all these fields dealt with. That way we can kind of shift our focus just onto that over the winter, and come springtime, this place will be looking fine. All right, just pulling in. Looking good. What do we got today, friends? A nice little Massey Ferguson on sale, but nothing we really need there. We're in the game for a big old plow. A big P, if you will. Does our tractor have enough to run this guy? I'm pretty sure we have over 300 horsepower on the McCormick. That's why I wanted to use this guy. And that means we can lease one. This one has 300, so we should have just enough to get her done. $3,000. Yes, please. So we'll pick that up just at the shoppy. Should be right outside for us. Oh, look at that. And she is. You know what? Let's see what we got for wheel options on the McCormick. We haven't really changed anything up on her in a while. We do have a little bit of extra cash to spend now that we're debt-free and cash flow positive. And hopefully they can just swap them up for us right here. 1,800 bucks to repair. Let's do it. Why not while we're here? And let's see. We got the wides on here right now. Wheel weights would be good. Twins. I feel like I would love to have twins with the weights. You know what I mean? But then again, twins are pretty heavy themselves. Wonder if there's possibly any others. That doesn't look like it. That's okay. We got the Continentals. Do they had full twins? They do. You know what? Let's just go full twin. Why not? Yeah, it's gonna be big around the farm, but 16 grand. That's a lot for rubber, but it's worth it. Look at those beauties. You know, we almost need to wash the tractor while we're here. They got pressure washers right there. Alright, well those ones are for sale. This one is the one that they use. So we're just going to go ahead and do that real quick. We want our tractor to be looking nice and shiny to match the new tires. Paint probably could have gotten touched up, but that's like 16 grand. And we got to use this guy today. So we're going to go ahead and pass on that. Oh my gosh. I feel like this absolutely just scuffed our turning radius, I'm not gonna lie. It used to be so much better. Alright, well, a little help from our shop friends, and we got this guy attached, but this is a heck of a job to get this even through town. Like I said, the turning radius is not what it was when it just had the wides on there, so I think once this job's done, you know, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I do like the duals on here. We paid 16 grand for them, so I feel like we should use them, you know what I mean? But all good indeed. We're almost back. Oh, there's a cur, and there's deers, and there's more curs. Alright, wonderful. Just turn it in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, and nailed it. Whoa, look at this, man. Moonwalking. Alright, making our way over to the field. Looks like they're still getting on with it, or are they not even moving, because that is disappointing if so. Oh god, this is a turn and a half. We can do it! Yes! Alright, they were just having a little moment where they were not. What way do we want the furrows? Into the field? Out of the field? I don't know. I guess. I feel like facing in, right? I don't know. Does it matter? I feel like you change it up year to year. Either way. Hey, that's looking wonderful. I don't even really see too many rocks, as of course as I say that, some rocks pop up, but I mean, it's to be expected. Rocks are they're gonna pop. You know, rocks are gonna pop, but that's all right. Like I said, we're going into the winter season, so this will give us plenty of time. I don't know what I'm doing here. I was gonna try and do a second strip, but this thing is not the easiest to be backing up with, so I think we're just gonna instinctually send it, bud. If we can get by this tree. There we go. All right. Well. Gonna be a heck of a job, especially by these trees, as we know. Alright, they're all done mulching, so we can get to plowing. Looks like we did miss one little spot there on that corner, but that's okay. We'll get to it at some point when we can. Oh gosh, this tree, it's bothersome. That's alright, that's alright. We're slowly but surely making space But yeah, these trees are kind of a pain, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what we can do here. I don't want to hit that tree, but something in me tells me I'm going to. Actually, hey, that worked out pretty well. Probably miss another little corner there, but we'll come back the other direction at some point and get her done. That's looking pretty good, and the nice thing with these duals is you can kind of just put your outside tire along the line, and for the most part, you know, you're going to do pretty well. You might be overlapping with a furrow or two, not be maximizing space like 100%, but all around it is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. A decent marker, especially if you're not going perfectly straight, to keep yourself lined up. So, hey, we're making progress now, as you can see, after 2 laps of the headland there. So we'll probably just keep going with that, work our way into the middle of the field there. And it is what it is, brother. We're farming. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while. Probably could, at some point, get the stone picker out. But equally, you know, these rows look pretty saucy to leave over the winter time. So might do that. We'll see. Once we can get by, I would love to just be able to kind of turn around in that corner and clear a little bit more space for us to turn around, but I suppose we could always clean it up after. And we're making good time, and we'll follow along with the mulcher. We got 4 of these fields to do. I don't know if we're going to be able to get them all done, but I think we'll be able to get pretty close, although we are heading into the winter hours here where the days are just not as long, you know what I'm saying? So is what it is, but we're making decent time. Furrows in the ground, and we did miss a spot. See, that's all right. Let's get her done, shall we? At some point, we'll probably scoop up that cotton field, probably near the end of the day if all the mulching gets done. That way we can mulch it up, and we don't have to deal with that. We don't need to plow it because it's probably not going to be used for farming, but that is just fine. I would love to get at least the stalks and stuff like that out of the way. That would be a big help. So if we can avoid this tree, we could get that. Wonderful. We could almost back it up into that corner and get those other guys, but I don't think we will do that just yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Things are looking good. Next field is a little bit smaller, and we'll work our way over to the pit. Alright, well, hey, things are looking pretty good. We got 2 of 3 fields plowed and 2 of 4 fields plowed, I should say. But of available ones that we could have. But yeah, 2 of 4, so we're halfway done the plowing. And mulching, 3 of 4, so that's awesome. They're started off on the last one. We're coming up to 3 o'clock in the day. But, you know, we already got those long shadows because it is wintertime coming up to it. So it's, you know, probably like 5 o'clock. You know, it's dark out, 5, 6 for sure. So we got to get done what we can when we can here. And, yes, these trees, they make life kind of annoying. But really, you know, it's not too bad. Stuff you gotta work around anyways. It's not always perfect on the farm. And plowing with a bigger plow in general can be kind of tricky, but we're getting her done. Look at that. Like a glove. Like a glove. So, it's just a matter of lining yourself up. And, you know, if you can stay and turn around on the field, you know, try not to turn or, you know, be reversing too much when you can, you know, set yourself up kind of straight and look for a gap. Look at that. Boom. Nailed it, buds. All right. There we go. We're setting off on this one. We're going to try and get it done as quick as we can because there's still one more to do. I don't know if we'll get to it even today. If all the mulching is done, that would be great. Although there is still the cotton field as well, I suppose, to mulch that we don't own yet, but that's on the hit list. Hey, there's one little spot there that needs to go. There we go. And if we crank her this way, kind of jackknife it, but not really, we should be able to lower her back down and run along this edge. Oh no, the shadows! They're creeping in, oh no. Does that mean we gotta turn on the lights? I suppose probably not just yet, but I mean, it's getting dark up in here. Oh, we're gonna bop the trailer. I know it. Oh no. We're fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. We did nick the canola field there a little bit with the plow, but what can you do? We were getting the hang of it. But all around, you know, this field isn't the worst, especially now that we've kind of cleared up a couple of those angles around the power lines there. It's not too bad. Once you kind of clean up that area, it's just a nice little rectangle, a little bit longer than the one we just did, and it has more clearance on the sides, which makes life easier as well. It's just kind of tough getting all the way down there, but that's alright. Once we more or less finish up, we can clear this bottom end with a nice pass and just clean her all up like a little end cap, boop, right on top. So we're going to keep plugging away. Like I said, probably a little after 3 o'clock now, but all good. We're getting done what we can. And there's still sunlight out, you know. It's just there's clouds passing over the mountains. It's, you know, that's valley life for you. It's tough to tell what the weather's like sometimes because it's just dipping out of the clouds and through the peaks and valleys. But there's still sunlight out there, you know. There's still time. Alright, well, hey, we're making good progress. This field should be all mulched up now, and we got them to move on to the cotton field, which we just bought that for $36,000, so we're starting to get low on funds again, but I'm confident with everything we have to sell that we will make it up over the winter and have more than enough to get our projects done, which is pretty much just setting up an additional restaurant and not winery, but wine tasting room, restaurant, just general market. You could probably buy some of our other products. We can sell some of our oils and stuff like that there as well. That way it's not just the shops in town. And you know what? Hey, if they don't want what I'm making, then I will sell all my other stuff at my store. So, they can deal with that. How's that sound? How about that? All right? Cash me outside. I don't know. All right. Well, anyways, we're making way on this field. I decided to take a little bit of a different approach, and you know what? I'm just going to Zamboni style roll through. I'm going to try and just keep the momentum rolling, not lift the plow if I can help it, and then I'll just clean up the corners and whatnot in the headland at the end there, because we're going to be driving over it a bunch with this guy, so it kind of makes sense to do that near the end with the plow. And I guess probably planting crops as well, maybe want to do the headland last would maybe make sense. That way you're not driving over it all the time. Oh no, I lifted. My God. That's alright. We're getting stuff done. We're not in a good spot with this corner. I would love to get this field done before the day's end. We're already out here, and then just all of our plowing is finished up. We don't have to worry about it. We can get the plow returned, and out of our hair. We can focus on collecting the rocks at some point. Like I said, we probably just will leave the fields in the condition they're in for now. No real rush to get rocks and stuff like that picked up, because we got a ways to go until the spring, till it's time to plant. So we will just carry on as is. And that cotton field is getting mulched up, so that should be no more, and that whole area will likely look very different come springtime. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see. We might have to be zooming through winter here a little bit as we're kind of wrapping up the series. Not a whole lot to get done over the winter besides, pruning up the vineyards and stuff like that, which, hey, that's got to get done as well. If this place is going to be viable to find somebody to potentially take it on. Why do I always... I've never... This corner, I just don't come at it with the approach to turn for some reason. Something about it. Anyways, we'll carry on. It's dark out now, like actually dark. The sun, pretty sure, has gone down. It was a little after 5 o'clock last time I checked. So we'll just keep going. I mean, it's not too unusual that we're working till 6, 7, 8 o'clock sometimes, especially the last few months with harvest. So nothing wrong with keeping that trend going just because it's a little bit darker. That's not a big deal. We've got an interesting shape going on here. Let's see what we can do about it. I feel like maybe we cut her off. Of course, we missed a little bit there. And maybe we back up. Maybe we just clean this corner up while we're in here, if we can. Get the plow straightened up. I feel like we should be coming at it from a different angle. But, yeah, it's alright. Alright, whatever. Enough rambling, Randall. I cleaned up that spot, and I'm digging back in and making a new one. Oh, God, you silly goose. Alright, well, let's finish her up, alright? Alright, well, the field's plowed, and we're driving over our fence, getting jiggy with it, having a good time with the dual tires. We paid for all the tires. We're going to use all the tires, alright? They're not big for nothing. And everything should be mulched up, too, so we should be in a good spot. Oh, my God. I think if we're getting in, I don't know if we're getting out. Oh, Jesus. Well, parked up here for tonight, I guess. That's going to have to be it. A lot of plowing, a lot of fields getting ready. We got to make some money over this winter, which shouldn't be a problem, and we'll have stuff up and running by springtime, so I'm looking forward to it. You have yourself a good one. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you in the next one, okay? All right, bye-bye.